Hi community of awesome, I'm Ava J and this is Bookish Pixie. So a while ago someone asked me if I could do a vlog on how you keep voice consistent when you're first drafting. And this is an interesting question I've been thinking about because, to be honest, I don't really worry about keeping voice consistent when I'm first drafting. You see, when it comes to voice, I use my first drafts as exploratory drafts. It's where I figure out what my point of view characters sound like. That means that in my first drafts, the voices aren't always all that consistent, especially in multi-point of view novels, because I find it often takes me longer to figure out the multiple voices of a multi-point of view novel than it does when I'm writing in just one perspective. For me, how consistent voices in a first draft just depends on how long it takes me to figure out that voice. Once I do figure out that voice, I find that most of it just comes naturally. It flows the way it will. Basically, what I'm saying is take your first draft to figure out your voice, and don't worry too much about how consistent it is or isn't. That doesn't really matter in the first draft. The time you want to worry about how consistent your voice is when you're revising. That is when you want to pay close attention to word choice to see how consistent you're being. And even then, I'd say don't worry about that until late revisions when you're polishing. The thing with first drafts is literally nothing needs to be perfect. I like to remind myself that often the first draft is largely more for the author than it is for the reader. That means take all the time you need while first drafting to figure out that voice, and don't worry about whether the beginning sounds completely different from the end. Just get the story written. Figure out that voice while you're first drafting, let it be messy, and then while you're revising, decide how you want to hone it and work on it then. So that's what I got for today. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys next week.